Ha 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 ha. It's the 19th of April 2022. It's a Tuesday. It's about 5 o'clock. Got to get going here pretty soon. Very good. Very good. I would say the better portion of an hour it took me to cook this. Which is what I was trying to explain to my little cousin yesterday. Things take time, man. I'm pioneering at my pace. You know what I mean? Pick a pace. You're running a marathon, not a sprint. So at 27 years old, given I definitely should be more elevated than where I am currently, but at the same time, for the amount of wisdom through experience as well as information through studying that I've gained over the past 10 plus years, roughly 10 years, I wouldn't trade for $1 billion, literally $1 billion, would fucking change generations of my families to come. But this, to me, is more important for me to leave this behind for my one great uncles, cousins, daughters, sisters, brothers, mothers, father, that eventually, down the line, my fourth cousin who's first removed by my aunt's side. That's who this video is for, the one person in my bloodline, or hopefully multiple, that this is going to drastically change their outlook, this information, this energy that I'm trying to provide to them, to let you guys know that, dude, life's hard. It's okay. It's not a big deal. That's a part of the experience. That's what builds and molds character for the afterlife. This is school, and eventually you have to leave elementary school. And some people think it was hard. Some people think it was easy. Me, I remember being in high school, literally wishing, praying to the heavens above that I would do anything to get out of fucking school, that I would literally do anything to not have to fucking come to school every single day. Now, this was more of my middle school era, but I remember on school nights, man, I had an Xbox 360, and actually I had it set up in my living room downstairs of all places. So my mother would be asleep upstairs. I'd sneak downstairs at 11 o'clock or whatever, and I'd fucking start playing Halo 3 until, I don't know, fucking 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes, right? And even if that wasn't the case, it's like, and we try to create a circadian rhythm for our children before we send them to school, but it's just largely unnatural to force a child to wake up, a teenager, a young adult, to wake up at whatever time it is when they didn't get a full rest, good night's sleep, and then to have to go to school. And like, the system's kind of fucked up, guys. And I will say this too, man. How is recess not the first? See, the idea, even as I just said, recess, I think of fun, playing, rewarding, right? But how was phys ed not one of the first classes of the day, which now that I think back, it was earlier in the day, but still. We say the Pledge of Allegiance every single day, dude. Right after, we should be fucking touching our toes, jumping up and down, doing a couple jumping jacks, right? Getting some of that fucking little kid energy out of us. They want to stick you in a fucking chair and have you pay attention to some shit that you could give a fuck about to help build society for fucking 8 hours a day while your parents go and work fucking double shifts just trying to pay the bills. It's fucked up shit, guys. But things take time. So I'm 27 years old, broke as fuck. Not in the best of shape. Music isn't where it's supposed to be. Was supposed to already have amateur bouts at this point in time. My level of information should be much higher. I should have absorbed and I should have consumed more information up until this point. I haven't. And another thing that one of my really good friends said to me is that, dude, I'm trying to spin too many plates. It's like I'm a fucking Cirque du Soleil entertainer and I'm trying to fucking spin like 7 plates at a time. Whoa. Slow down, man. You could barely spin 2. Start with 2 and then we'll add on. So just those things that I named right there. It's like, if it takes me an hour and a half to make dinner, store it for the next day, clean up, do your dishes. Shit, guys, this shit takes time, even if you're in fucking fast mode. It just takes time. Things just take time. Now, I've been writing hip hop lyrics since I was in the 9th grade of high school, which means I was about 15 years old. Right now, I am 27 years old. Do the math, guys. I'll wait a second. Over a decade, I've been crafting and constructing rap lyrics. But even now, it takes an hour to write 16 bars. 16 bars would be like whatever your favorite song is that they put like a rapper's verse in, like, oh, can you believe Kendrick Lamar's in the new Ed Sheeran song? That's 16 bars. Kendrick's part is 16 bars. It goes intro to a song, first verse, which is this is like the typical outline. Hook, I kissed a girl and I liked it, right? And then she has a verse after that. That verse is 16 bars. And then she has the hook follows again. I kissed a girl. For me to write that, it takes an hour. Sometimes a little bit shorter, sometimes a little bit more. I don't use my computer in the past like fucking 3 years, man. Seldomly I will look up a definition. I'll think of a word and I'm like, fuck, dude, what exactly does that mean? Does it have multiple meanings? And then I'll Google it. Also to make sure that I'm spelling my words correctly, because I like to write down on a paper. But if you looked at my, pieces of paper, a lot of words are spelled wrong. I'm just trying to get all the thoughts out. But regardless, so like I said, there's typically an intro, a verse, a hook, another verse, and then the end hook, which is like the outro. How much time are we at, guys? 2 verses, right? I said it takes about an hour for me to write one of those 16 bars. So that's 2 hours just to write. Okay? Then I got to come up with a hook. We'll say it takes me about 15, 20 minutes, okay? Come up with a really good hook, a single that's going to maybe it could take me 2 minutes. Sometimes you get divine inspiration. It comes to you right away. Sometimes it doesn't. But regardless, I'm putting so much thought into my shit that it takes time. I'm digging deep into the crevices of my soul. So I made the rice and I'm fucking scraping the pot, right? Dude, I'm scraping that fucking pot, dude. Why? Because I scrape my bowl, guys. I lick my plate clean. That's who I am, and that's what separates me from you. That's why you don't like me. That's why a lot of people don't want to put me on. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of people are intimidated by me, fearful of me, whether they want to admit it or not, whether they got the best poker face in the world or not. It's the fact of the matter, man. I come in and I show out, dude. I am a gym class hero because I don't lose. I go hard in handball. I go hard in volleyball, right? Here's a good little story. My fucking sister's husband, his little brother is about to get married in July. It's April right now. His wife to be has the same birthday as me, and we went to elementary school together, or not elementary. We went to middle school together. And like in this fucking 7th grade or something, we, in gym, everybody was playing volleyball. Now, people said I had a red dot on my forehead since I was a little kid. My mother always used to tell me and I was, at times I could be a troublemaker. I was a little fucking kid. What do you want, man? But I was always a good kid. Trouble and like being a bad kid are 2 different things. Troublemaker, yeah, you get into a little bit of trouble. I'm not talking about I did severe things, but because I had that red dot on my forehead, I remember spiking a volleyball, dude, and it beamed. My brother-in-law's future wife to be, right? So my sister's husband's little brother's future wife to be in July. Dude, it hit her so hard in the fucking face, dude. She started bawling her eyes out crying. Now I'm an asshole, right? Dude, the fuck do you want from me, man? I literally, like, I was just playing the game volleyball, right? Why did I bring that up? So why the fuck did I bring that up, guys? Ever since I was a little kid, I had like this red dot on my forehead, right? Guys, why did I bring that up? It'll come back around. But you know, I know when I walk into a room, people don't want to admit it that or because I'm a gym class hero. That's why I brought it up. Yeah, dude, I went hard in gym, guys. I went hard in gym. And I guess I should have went harder when I was actually on the field playing like these organized sports, because I was always just above average. You know, I wasn't as good as the good players. You know, I was just missing a little bit of that sauce to be a good player. I was a good player, but I wasn't one of the best players. Like, you know, it goes the average kids that like sit the bench and shit. Then you got like some decent players. You got some like a little bit above decent, and then you got like the good players. I was a little bit above decent. But in gym, because the level of competition was so low, dude, I just smashed butt cheeks all day long, bro. Volleyball, badminton, handball, dodgeball, you name it, dude. Basketball, dude. I went hard in gym, right? Because that's who I am. I lick the plate clean. That's who I am, guys. I scrape my bowl clean. That's who I am, guys. You know, you want to do something? I'm not waiting until tomorrow, dude. I do it right now, bro. I'm gonna scrape that motherfucker, you know, to the bare bones when I'm done, because that's who I am. And a lot of people aren't like that, man. Some people are, but having that understanding that, like, you know, I wanted this one to just be like licking the plate clean, but I'm gonna end it here, guys. It's like, the king of the jungle is the lion. And I'm going to have to, I'll probably take this clip and make it into a whole nother video. The king of the jungle is the lion. The lion is abnormal. Or I'm sorry, the king of the king of the jungle is abnormal to the rest of the lions. That's why he's the alpha male. There's something that separates him from the rest of the pack. You know, his balls touch the fucking dirt, something. You know, his chest sticks out just a little bit more. He has just, you know, he's up at 6 o'clock when the rest of the lions are sleeping in. And so those other lions look to the king of the jungle for guidance, but sometimes you have like a scar that wants to fucking set up because, you know, he's just built differently, jealous, envious, you know what I mean? Understands that I'm abnormal and he's just like everybody else, but he wants to be abnormal. So instead of doing the things that are hard, difficult to do every single day that creates that alpha lion in you, that king of the jungle in you, he's like, nah, let me just set this motherfucker up. Weak people, bro. That's how they got Julius Caesar. I was Julius Caesar in a past life, guys. That's how they got me. You know, Brutus is a scumbag. So in life, man, we're going to die someday, guys. Never come back. You know what I mean? And, it's some deep shit, you know. One of my other little cousins, she's like, I don't even like to think about it. It fucking gives me anxiety, right? Because it's kind of like, you know, it could take your breath away to think about that. Like, you know, you're dead and you ain't coming back. But that's exactly why, man. My man Greg Plitt will tell you, we have to run the midnight oil. You know, you have to fucking scrape that plate clean, guys. Lick that motherfucking plate. I remember my Uncle Joe Cool, Pizza Joe, right? Dude, he used to make, he would say to his kids, man, my fucking little cousins love him so much. He used to say to them, yo, you're not fucking moving. Maybe, I might be, you know, it was with this tone. He might not have said fucking, but it was with this tone. He said, you're going to fucking sit there until that food is fucking gone. You know what I mean? It was with that tone. He might not have said fucking, but he was a strict motherfucker, dude, for sure. And the idea is like a couple things. Like, one, be grateful that you even have food on your plate, man. Other kids don't. Like, you want fucking, you want cookies and shit? Well, other kids don't get cookies, bro. They barely get like food on their fucking plate. So you're going to eat that food that's in front of you because we worked hard to provide it for you. And then secondly, you're going to eat all of it because that's how we live our lives. We fucking scrape our plates clean, motherfucker. You know what I mean? And despite his downfalls, you know, my Uncle Joe was the man, dude. He was the man, bro. And deep down inside of him, he has what's inside of me. I got a lot of it from my father's side of the family. I would probably potentially say mostly. But like that fucking licking the plate clean shit, I definitely got that from my father's side for sure. But, you know, it's tough for me because I'm abnormal, right? And it's like, man, don't you hear what the fuck I'm telling you guys? Don't you see what's right in front of you? But people are afraid of what's different, right? People are afraid of change. People are unwilling to try something new because it's easier to do what their everyday routine consists of, what they're used to doing. It's easy, guys. It's hard to be it's hard to be abnormal. It's hard to be different. It's hard to go against what everybody else is doing and be a part of the 2% of the world, the 1% of the world, the motherfuckers that are really about that life, getting it every day, fucking just wringing out every drop of water from that towel that you possibly can, and then going back for a second motherfucker after it's already all gone. Yo, dude, there's no more water in there. Yeah, well, I'm gonna make sure of that, motherfucker. So lick your plate clean, guys. Scrape the bowl, and understand that if that's you and everybody around you's not like that, whatever, bro. One, you're not a tree. Get up and move. You have legs. You have the ability to, oh, well, I don't have enough money. Figure it out, dude. Figure it out, right? That's also what separates the alphas from the, oh, well, we need this. I don't have that. I don't know how to, oh, but this. Figure it out. However the fuck you got to figure it out. That doesn't work, try this. That doesn't work, try this. And that's what separates the Edisons from the fucking rest of the world. That's what separates the Nikola Teslas from the rest of the world. It took Edison 1,000 times before he struck lightning, created electricity, right? 1,000 times. Everybody, I tried for a week to eat this diet. Shut up. You're weak. Try for a year. Come back and talk to me. 365 days, every single day. Try something and tell me it doesn't change your fucking life, or something doesn't work, or you just can't crack the code. Sometimes it takes more than a year. Sometimes it takes more than a year. Any entrepreneur in the entire country, potentially the entire world, will tell you the first year of business is the hardest, and shit doesn't start moving until the second year. That means it takes fucking roughly 700 days to implement something and manifest that shit into reality, guys. You want to try something out for 30 days. Get the fuck off my page, motherfuckers. Have a good rest of your week. Peace.